Is Caleb actually alive and secretly working with Ever? What if I told you that there were clues hinting at Caleb still being alive and possibly becoming a love interest? Hey there, Screen Yoshi Lover here to bring you more Deep Space lore and theories. A quick disclaimer before getting into the video. I understand that people in the fandom have mixed views regarding Caleb. This video was made strictly for analysis of lore and possible theories based on said lore. With that being said, please try to be civil in the comments. Now, to understand this theory, we'll need to look into Caleb's role in the story. It is explained that Caleb is MC's childhood friend who was also taken in by Grandma, aka Josephine, when they were kids. When we meet him in the story, we find out that he is working as a fighter pilot for the Deep Space Aviation Administration and studied at the Aerospace Academy, both of which are located in Skyhaven, an artificial floating island located near Lincoln City. So, how does this possibly link Caleb to Ever? Well, it's explained that the Ever Group is a biotech company that has made major contributions in Lincoln in the areas of technology, evol energy, international trade, and aerospace. In fact, Ever most likely contributed to the creation of Skyhaven and the DAA. With such a big influence over the Skyhaven, it would be pretty easy for them to come into contact with Caleb and manipulate him into supporting their cause. Now, why would Ever want to get close to Caleb? Well, there are two reasons, and they were both having dinner with him on the day of the explosion. For a brief explanation, Grandma was one of the scientists involved in the unicorn experiments, and MC is the unicorn in question. Ever has been sending out hits to silence those involved in the experiments, as well as those interfering with their own. They also want the power that MC has for themselves, but they know that it isn't the right time to strike yet, since her ether core isn't complete, and other people are also after her. When we see Caleb in the story, he is showing a lot of concern for MC's health and the increased Wanderer attacks. Clearly he wants to be the one to protect her, but stops himself from saying so when he realizes that Zane is the one that Grandma turned to protect MC. This isn't stated directly, but we know that Zane is also their childhood friend, and we see Grandma give Zane the experiment documents that were eventually given to MC. Even MC pushes away his help by saying that she can take care of herself. With everything stacked against him, and his close connection to MC and Grandma, it will make him the perfect target for their plans. We also know that Ever has been a big investor in Xander Sciences, and acquired it after the founder's death, that founder being Raymond. With access to a high-end medical institution and advanced technology, it would be easy for someone to get into Caleb's ear and convince him that Ever could help to cure MC. It would be kind of like how cults draw people in at their lowest points when they feel like they have no other options to turn to. Caleb can't help MC in the way that Zane can, so he'd jump at the given opportunity even if he doesn't understand how harmful it would actually be to him and his loved ones. Now, we can finally dive deeper into the theory. Personally, I believe that Caleb is alive but will not return as a villain, but rather as a character that was manipulated with false promises of helping the people that he loves. So, how could Caleb still be alive? Well, in the news report after the explosion, it stated that there were 2 deaths, but never named the people who died. I believe that Josephine died and was the main target of the attack. It is in fact confirmed in Chapter 6 of World Underneath that Josephine was a target and information about Unicorn was taken. But there is another person who was probably made to die at the scene. Do you remember the duck-billed catman that MC ran into? Well, she stated that he was either carrying the source of Metaflux, or was the source himself, and the explosions reported on the news said that they were caused by Metaflux and Wanderers. Though the man himself is confirmed to be alive after the explosion, he could have planted a humanoid Wanderer at the scene that would act as the bomb. We learned in Silas's chapters that Ever created the half-human Wanderers, and this was confirmed again at the end of Zane's story branch. So with this being said, it would be totally possible for Ever to create human bombs. The crime report also stated that there were no detonation devices at the scene, so we can predict that the Wanderer was the detonation device. The explosion itself was also so grand that it would possibly be hard to make out who the bodies belonged to. We should also consider where each person was at the moment of the blast. Let's assume that Grandma was right by the source of the explosion, somewhere deeper in the house. Caleb had just walked in before MC touched the door, and couldn't have gone too far before then. His necklace landed close enough for MC to grab, so perhaps the rest of him was not too far away. MC survived the blast from where she was, so maybe he survived as well. So where is Caleb? Honestly, I can't give a clear answer. It is possible that he was never meant to be there the day of the explosion, nor was MC, because Ever would still have use for them alive rather than dead. It is possible that someone from Ever picked up his body before the paramedics arrived at the scene. MC passed out and only found his necklace. She never saw his body for herself. Besides, Caleb did arrive a day earlier than anticipated, so this could have thrown off their plans. I believe that Ever didn't let Caleb in on their true plans because that would deter him from aiding them. They only told him what he wanted to hear. With the introduction of the guys' story branches, it seems that MC is discovering more about Ever's secrets, so perhaps this will be a good chance to introduce Caleb back into the story after their branches have concluded. I feel like Caleb would be kinda crazy like Carter with a belief in Ever's vision, but MC would be able to knock some sense into him after learning about how evil Ever is, especially after learning that Ever killed Grandma. MC might end up upset with him, but I believe that they'll make up after learning that he was also a victim in their schemes. But hey, this is just my little theory. What do you guys think? I would love to hear your theories on the situation. If you would like to hear more Deep Space lore, then make sure to drop a like and follow. I also stream Love and Deep Space every Friday night on Twitch, so feel free to stop by. The link is in my bio.